Om Bhagavate Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Mata, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Nrsimhadev Bhagavan, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra, Gaur Nitai, Tulsimani, Haridas Thakur, Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So I wanted to continue with the ninth canto. We are on chapter number 20, entitled The Dynasty of Puru. We heard the other dynasties last week. So now we're moving into the dynasty of Puru. This chapter describes the history of Puru and his descendant Dushmanta. The son of Puru was Janamejaya, and his son was Prachinvan. The sons and grandsons in the line of Prachinvan, one after the other, were Pravira, Manushu, Charupada, Sudyu, Bahugava, Samyati, Ahamyati, and Raudrashva. Raudrashva had 10 sons: Ritu, Kakseyu, Standileyu, Kritayuka, Jaleyu, Sanateyu, Dharmeyu, Satyeyu, Prateyu, and Vaneyu. The son of Riteyu was Rantinava, who had 3 sons: Sumati, Dhruv, and Apratirratha. The son of Apratirratha was Kanva, and Kanva's son was Medhatiti. The son of Medhatiti, headed by Prashkarna, were all Brahmins. The son of Rantinava, named Sumati, had a son named Rebhi, and his son was Dushmanta. It's extraordinary how Sukadeva Goswami is just giving name after name after name. These names are quite tough as well. So we've been through quite a bit of those names. And Dushmanta is where we reached to. The marriage of Dushmanta and Shakuntala. While hunting in the forest, Dushmanta once approached the ashram of Maharishi Kanva, where he saw an extremely beautiful woman and became attracted to her. That woman was the daughter of Vishwamitra. And her name was Shakuntala. Her mother was Menaka. Menaka is one of the Apsaras, the heavenly personalities, who left the daughter in the forest, where Kanva Muni found her. Kanva Muni brought her to his ashram, where he raised and maintained her. When Shakuntala accepted Maharaj Dushmanta as her husband, he married her according to the Gandharva Vidhi. So Gandharva Vidhi is a Vidhi which we're not very familiar with it, but I know it's basically an exchange of garlands. There's no heavy ceremonies that take place. Shakuntala later became pregnant by her husband, who left her in the ashram of Kanva Muni and returned to his kingdom. In due course of time, Shakuntala gave birth to a Vaishnav and powerful son who would catch a lion and play with it. The son, later known as Bharat, was a partial expansion of the Supreme Lord. Wow. Dushmanta, having returned to the capital, forgot what had taken place. Therefore, when Shakuntala approached him with her newly born child, Maharaj Dushmanta refused to accept them as his son and as his wife and son. Then an unembodied voice spoke from the sky as an omen and was heard by everyone present. The voice said, "O Maharaj Dushmanta, a son actually belonging to his father, whereas the mother actually belongs to his father, whereas the mother is only a container. Shakuntala is speaking the truth. Therefore, maintain your own son. Do not insult her." The king accepted them. Interesting how Dushmanta forgot. Obviously, the king had a lot on his mind. So, after
Prabhuji,
yes,
in our folk, when we were young, Dushmanta, it was pronounced as Dushyanta.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Dushyanta and Shakuntala. Yeah.
So this story is, you are familiar with it, huh?
Very familiar. Yeah, he forgot completely. Yes. I think there was a, I'm talking about 60s, there was a movie made on this couple as well.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it in Africa. Dushyant Shakuntala's son was Bharat, was extremely powerful son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we remember the story very well.
And why did he forget? Is there a reason why he forgot? Was he just very busy?
I, I think yeah, I think it just there was no particular reason. It was just one of those things that he forgot what happened when he
Right.
met Shakuntala.
Mm. Okay, no, thank you for sharing that. Very good.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna, Pravin.
Yeah, my mother used to tell this story, the same story what Mataji said.
Okay.
And as you said, that why he forgot.
Hmm.
Something happened when they both were having love. A Rishi Mahatma came and he knocked the door, but nobody answered. And then he knew somebody there. And then, Sakuntala was just resting in the under the tree and thinking about the king, Dushyant. And this Rishi Maharaj came and asked some water, and she didn't give the water. And then the Rishi Maharaj, which Rishi Maharaj, I don't know, but he gave the crust to Sakuntala that whom you are thinking will forget you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that's how king completely forgot about Sakuntala.
Okay. Okay.
That's what my mother used to say.
Yeah. I
Very.
think also, didn't think there's a story that she, Shakuntala, Dushyant gave a ring to Shakuntala. And then when she went to the palace,
that is right.
Yeah, when she went to the palace, she showed this ring to the king.
Right.
Yeah, yes, Prabhupada. Thank you.
Very interesting. Thank you. Very,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
thank you for sharing that. Very interesting. Thank you so much. Now it also explains why he forgot. Yeah. Good. It's not easy thing to forget, having married somebody and impregnated her. But that's good. After Maharaj Dushmanta's death, Bharat, the son of Shakuntala, was enthroned. He performed many great sacrifices in which he gave great riches in charity. Okay, so we have a little idea of the glories and activities of Maharaj Bharat. He became the emperor of the world. He is a partial representation of the Supreme Lord. He has the mark of Krishna's chakra on his right palm. He had the mark of a lotus roll on the soles of his feet. He was enthroned as an emperor by Abhishek, bathing ceremony. He performed 55 horse sacrifices on the banks of the Ganga and 78 horse sacrifices on the bank of the Yamuna. Wow. Under the priesthood of Bhrigu Muni. He established a sacrificial fire on an excellent site, and he distributed 13,084 cows to each of the thousands of Brahmins. My goodness, that's a lot of Gomatas. He bound 33,000 horses for those sacrifices and astonished all other kings. He surpassed even the opulence of the Devatas, for he attained the supreme Guru, Hari. In his Masnara sacrifice, he gave in charity 1.4 million elephants with white tusks and black bodies covered with golden ornaments. That's no easy task. No one could imitate his wonderful activities in the past, nor will anyone be able to do so in the future, just as one cannot approach heaven by their arms. He defeated or killed Kiratas, Hunas, Yavanas, Paundras, Kankas, Shakas, and the kings who were opposed to Brahminical culture of Brahmanya. He rescued all the wives and daughters of the demigods from the clutches of the demon who took them to Rasatala. He provided all necessities for his subjects on the earth and in the heaven for 27,000 years. Phew. and distributed his soldiers in all directions. He renounced his opulence, his kingdom, unconquerable soldiers, family, thinking them impediments to spiritual advancement. So this is a phenomenal biography of Maharaj Bharat. Wow.
I think, Prabhuji,
Mm.
the name of Bharatvarsh, I think, if I remember right, is named after him.
Right.
Okay,
Because,
Bharat.
right.
Yeah.
It's also said after Rushabdev's son, Bharat, this Bharat was named. But I am sure you are right. Because,
No, okay, that's because he was so strong. That's what
yeah,
I
exactly
strong.
right. Exactly right. So strong, and he's done so much seva, right? So much done, given. This is his glorification. He's just given and then in the end, he's just given up everything as well, just like Maharaj Bharat did. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Naliman. Maharaj Bharat had wives who were daughters of the king of Vidarbha. When all three of them bore children who did not resemble the king, these wives thought that he would consider them unfaithful queens, and reject them. And therefore they killed their own sons. Wow. The king, his attempt for progeny frustrated in this way, performed a sacrifice named Marutstoma to get a son. The demigods known as the Maruts, the Maruts, the Maruts, I think these are 49 or 49,000 demigods, devatas, being fully satisfied with.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Can you go up one page back, please?
Oh.
Why you said that they killed their own children?
Because the children, according to the Bhagavatam, they looked different from the father. And the queens were thinking, oh, the king might think that we have been unfaithful to him.
They were not
No.
not unfaithful.
No, not at all.
But
No.
because the sons were looking
Different. Yes.
and they killed their sons.
Yeah.
Oh, it's sad, isn't it?
Sad, yeah. Very.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So the Maruts gave him a son named Bharadvaj. Now, Bharadvaj is very powerful. Brahaspati became attracted to his brother's wife, Mamata, who at that time was pregnant. So this is the story of Bharadvaj. He also impregnated her. The son, Dirghatama, within her womb, forbade this. So there was already a child in the womb of Mamata. And Brihaspati also impregnated her. But Brihaspati cursed him to become blind and forcefully discharged semen into the womb of Mamata. Dirgatama kicked the semen out with his heel and it fell on the ground. Immediately it took the form of a child. Mamata very much feared being forsaken by her husband for giving birth to an illegitimate son, and therefore she considered giving up the child. But the demigods solved the problem by naming the child. Brihaspati said to Mamata, although this child was born from the wife of one man through the semen discharged by another, you should maintain him. Upon hearing this, Mamata replied, oh Brihaspati, you maintain him. After speaking in this way, Brihaspati and Mamata both left. Thus the child was known as Bharadvaj. He was left on his own. Although encouraged by the demigods to maintain the child, Mamata considered him useless because of his illicit birth. Therefore, she left him. Consequently, the demigods, known as the Maruts, maintained the child and later gave him to Maharaj Bharat. So, this is the same son given by Maruts to King Bharat. Interesting past. Father was Brihaspati and mother Mamata. It's chapter 21. Dynasty of Bharat. This chapter describes the dynasty born from Maharaj Bharat, and it also describes the glories of Rantidev, Ajamita, and others. So from Bharadwaj, we have Manyu, and then we have these different personalities: Brihat, Shatra, Jaya, Mahabirya, Nara, Garga, Gag, Sankriti, Guru, Rantidev. So we come to Rantidev.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
sorry. Is Bharadwaj, is he one of the Saptarishis? Same one or is it different?
I think it's the same one. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. And he's actually our guru has Bharadwaj is the yeah, it's the Gotra. It's the Gotra. It's named after him. That we also follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As an exalted devotee, Rantidev saw every living entity in relationship with the Supreme Lord. And therefore he completely engaged his mind, his words, his very self in the service of the Lord and his devotees. Rantidev was so exalted that although he was penniless, even though he's born into royalty, he would give away his own food in charity. He and his family would fast. Once Ratidev fasted for 48 days. Excellent food made with ghee was brought to him, but when he was about to eat it, he received various guests. So this is quite a famous story, famous pastime, Rantidev. So who came? A Brahman guest appeared. Rantidev therefore did not eat the food, but instead immediately offered a portion of it to the Brahman. When the Brahman left, Rantidev was about to eat the remnants of the food, but a Shudra appeared. Rantidev therefore divided the remnants between the Shudra and himself. Again, when he was just about to eat the remnants of the food, another guest appeared, a dog eater, a dog keeper, surrounded by dogs, came asking for food. Rantidev offered the balance of the food to the dogs and the master of the dogs. Thereafter, only drinking water remained, and that only enough to satisfy one person. But when the king was about to drink it, a Chandala appeared and pleaded for some drinking water. Aggrieved at the plight of the Chandala, Bharatidev said he does not pray to the Lord for the 8 perfections of mystic yoga, nor for salvation from repeated birth and death, but he prays to stay amongst all living entities and suffer all distresses on their behalf, so that they may be freed from suffering. This is the ultimate. Prahlad Maharaj had the same mood as Rantidev. By offering water to maintain the life of the poor Chandala, who is struggling to live, he, Rantidev, is freed from all hunger, thirst, fatigue, trembling of the bodies took place, moroseness, distress, lamentation, and illusion. In this way, even though he himself was on the verge of death, Rantidev gave all the water to the Chandala. So then the demigods like Brahma and Shiva manifested their own identities before King Rantidev. For it was they who had presented themselves as the Brahman, Shudra, Chandala, and so on. So this was a test. This was a test by the demigods. Being pleased with Rantidev, they offered him benedictions. What would you like? However, Rantidev had no ambition to enjoy material benefits from the demigods, and Maya could not touch him. He offered them obeisances, but because he was factually attached to Lord Vishnu, he fixed his mind at Lord Vishnu's lotus feet. All those who followed the principle of King Rantidev, his citizens, were totally favored by his mercy and also became pure devotees, attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan. Thus, they all became the best of yogis. Garga, the son of Bharadwaj, had a son named Sini, and Sini or Shini son was Gagya. Although Gagya was a Kshatriya by birth, his sons became Brahmins. The son of Mahavirya was Duritakshaya, whose sons were Trayaruni, Kavi, Pushkararuni. Although these 3 sons were born of a Kshatriya king, they also achieved the position of Brahmins. The son of Bharat Kshatriya Shatra, constructed the city of Hastinapur, and also was known as Hasti. So this is an idea of the children and then the children's children. There's Rantidev there. Hasti's sons were Ajamita, Dvimita, and Purumita. From Ahalya by her husband Gautam. So again, very famous, Ahalya and Gautam. Satananda was born. The son of Satananda was Satyadriti, and his son was Saradhwan. Saradhwan's son was known as Kripa, and Saradhwan's daughter was known as Kripi, became the wife of Dronacharya. So now we are venturing into the personalities who formed part of the Mahabharata. Kripa was a very important personality as part of the Kuru, Kaurav's entourage, as was Dronacharya. Oops. So this is an idea of all the different personalities who came in Hasti's dynasty. There's Kripa and Kripi. Purumita had no sons. Okay, we can finish there. Any questions, any comments? Okay, thank you everybody. We can stop there. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.